Atlanta's only hip-hop station, I want to 79 in Pursuit inside the Kingdom ATL. Big Sean's in the building.
What's up, boy?
What's up, homie? You good?
Hey, man, hell yeah, I'm good like the hood, man.
You know, Eminem came out, blew up, and I thought it was just going to be a whole slew. I know they got the underground.
Yeah.
But then you come out and just, like, take the world by storm, Big Sean.
Man, that's crazy, man. Thank you. That's a hell of a statement, man, you know.
Yeah, you know, I like the way you told the story about, you know, matter of fact, I'll let you tell the story. As far as how, you know, last year for your summer jam.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about how, you know, because Detroit been showing me hella love, man, just playing all my songs, even mixtape songs on radio and stuff, you know. And I remember last year, they didn't even let me in the summer jams, and this year I headlined it. And last year I remember Waka Flocka was walking, and they was like, "Move out the way, Waka, yeah." I'm like, oh man. And this year I performed after Waka.
That's
so, you know,
crazy.
that was a good feeling, man.
You know, even with that, somebody told me that you know, your situation when your deal was a kind of crazy story too. I heard about a radio station.
Yeah, it was a radio station just like this one, man. They had a show every Friday called the Friday Night Cypher, where MCs would like battle rap each other, and then whoever won the battles would get to rap on air like a verse over an instrumental. So I did that for like a year straight, and as soon as I was 16, I did it, and then I did it, you know, between my junior and senior year in high school when I was a telemarketer. I was at the bank cashing my $120 check, man. That job was whack as hell. It was the worst job ever, man. But my homie called me. My best friend was like, "Yo, man, you listening to the radio?" I'm like, "No, I'm in the bank. What's good?" He's like, "Man, Kanye down at the station playing this new album. Yo, man, if you go down there and rap for him, he'll sign you, cuz. He'll sign you, dog." I'm like, "Man, that sounds dumb as hell." And then I thought about it for like 8 seconds and was like, "Man, that's a great idea." So I walked out the bank, went down there. I've been selling my CD around high school, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Doing that radio show. So since I've been doing that show, they let me right back in the station. I lied, because that show I did was every Friday night, and this was Saturday morning. I lied and said I left my phone back there and was like, "Yo, I gotta go in the back." And then I went in the back. And, you know, that's where I met Kanye, shook his hand, was like, "Yo, man, I'm an aspiring rapper. I do this show here. Can I rap for you?" And he's like, "Man, I ain't got time. I gotta go." I'm like, "Mother, man, I ride to school listening to you, man. You like my idol. Like, just let me spit." He like, "All right,
so
man."
you just convinced him real quick.
He was like, "You got 16 bars while we walking out the station. Go." But I ended up rapping for like 10 minutes straight. He loved it. You know, took my CD, and that's how the initial contact started.
Wow. That's a crazy story, right?
But it took years after that, man. Like, you know, I gave up everything. I graduated high school like a 3.7. I was on my way to Michigan State, ready to have all the fine-ass Michigan State girls in my dorm room. But I gave up all that just for the possibility of signing to him, and it all worked out, man. So,
wow.
You know, I remember one of my teachers told me I was throwing my life away by not going to college, and told me I was stupid. So I just hope that same teacher saw the BET Awards, man.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily even the biggest top artists, but even just artists who have strong fan bases. Like, even for instance, Fabulous. Fabulous has like a fan base. People like Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been around for a long ass fucking time. And he was never the like absolute biggest ever, but he was always big as hell, had his fan base, and was like,
and he can make money.
Yeah, even Wiz, and you on that tour, right?
Yeah, me and Wiz.
I mean, that's a perfect example.
Wiz, yeah, exactly.
You know, that dude
this
got a tour
Masquerade
forever.
show.
He been a tour forever.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was, you know, some Drake kind of said, "Listen, yeah, I kind of took a little bit of Big Sean style," which is a compliment.
Yeah. Well, I don't necessarily. He like took. I did this. I call it the super duper flow. I did it on my mixtape. You know, Big Sean, my like second mixtape way back, and basically it's that one word punchline flow that he kind of made on Forever. He kind of made popular. And for an example, it's kind of like I give him line after line after line, barcode, or it's going down, basement, or you know whatever.
Right.
You know, everybody's done. So people thought he was, you know, he made that up, and then he was like, you know, I gotta give the credit to Big Sean. I got it from him, and he was the first artist to really do that. So I thought that was real G of him to give me credit
for stealing your stuff.
I mean,
that's not really.
Yeah, it is. How they do. You know,
I mean,
you know how it is.
Everybody gets something from everybody, you know.
Right.
That's just real. So.
And then you blow up as big as he is too. Yeah. It's like, come on.
So I ain't gonna say he stole my style or nothing. He just.
Well, he said that he borrowed that from you, I guess.
He did. So, you know, that's what happened, man. So, shout out to him, though, man. That's the homie. I talked to him, like, last week.
Okay.
You know, everybody be thinking me and him be beefing and all this stuff, man. That's the homie.
What's the craziest thing that's happened on tour so far?
Just a whole bunch of just boobies flying everywhere, titties just flying out. They pop me in my eyes. So. No, it's just stuff like that.
That sound like fun.
Girls throwing bras and panties.
Okay.
And, you know, stuff like that.
I'm just over here looking at him when he came over and gave me a hug. I'm just like, why do they call you Big Sean? I'm trying to figure it out.
Cause I'm big where it counts, man. I got a big heart, man.
Okay. Okay.
And a big. No, but honestly,
ego.
nah, yeah, exactly. But no, when I was 12, my mentor, his name was Sean Menifee, and he was like 6'8", and I was like 4'8" at the time. So you know, to be funny, they called me Big and called him Lil. But I figured I stuck with Big because honestly, everything I want to do is big. I want to make history. I want to make big music, and I think it's kind of fresh that I'm not big and people gotta call me Big.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Any people kind of compare you?
I'm not that
Jay?
small though. It's not, people think it's the wrong. People be like, Big Sean 5'2". It's like, no, I'm like 5'9", 5'10" or something.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, okay.
Any comparisons, like people try to kind of put you in the box since you're an artist on good music and say like, yeah, he kind of reminds me of Kanye West a lot, because I've heard that a couple times.
Yeah, I heard that a lot, but I think for the album, like Rolling Stone gave it a 3.5 out of 4, and it got like a lot of great reviews.
That's
and all the
what's up.
reviews, they was like, man, it's kind of reminiscent of like Kanye that's not there no more, and it's kind of we needed that.
Right.
So it's not, and I just put my own flavor on it. Coming from the D, it's kind of like so much soul, and I really found myself as an artist, so it was really perfect timing for me to come out with my first album. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely similarities between me and Kanye, but he's my mentor. That's who took me under his wing when he was making Graduation. We was in Atlanta in the studio with Toom, and he was teaching me everything. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Toom.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Toom, man.
That's the
Yeah, so
Okay.
everybody always gets compared to somebody.
Yeah.
So is there anything in particular, you being over there at Good Music, that you've grabbed from Kanye and said, this is, Kanye and this is my spin on it and I'm putting it out there on the world?
Definitely just he giving me a whole perspective on like fashion and stuff and just clothes, I could really, dress up and dress down. I'm chilling right now, but and then also just the fact that like taking advantage or seizing the moment and every opportunity. Like one of the biggest things I learned from him is you can't wait on nobody, and I didn't wait. When I was getting slept on by my label, I just didn't wait. I just started putting mixtapes out, started building my own, making my own tours, getting on radio myself, you know what I'm saying? And then of course they like immediately was like, oh, okay, cool, and hopped on. But that's one of the things, you never wait for nobody, man. And you always do whatever the hell you want to do, man, because you never want to be 70, 80 years old wishing you woulda, coulda, shoulda did something.
Right.